Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. My name is Adam Rosman. I will be your host today. Today is the 31st of July, 2024. And let me check if we have new participants. I don't think so, but yeah, so we can skip that. And then we can continue with the reminders. So please remember that the meeting is recorded. If you would like to help the project with contributions, then please filter for the Help Wanted label or the Good First Issue label on the project level. You will find those issues that we are looking for someone to help with. And then if you think your organization would benefit by publicly acknowledging that you are using MetaCube, then please do so by creating a pull request into the community repository and modifying the adopters.md similar way or the same way as the other organizations have done so far. If you are experiencing test-related or test command-related problems, then create, and you think it's not related to your actual pull request, then create a issue in the affected repository and assign that issue to the MetaCube CI tracker project, and then the maintainers, the CI maintainers, will be able to track it much more efficiently. As far as I heard and seen, our CI is relatively okay nowadays. Most of the things have been moved to the new infrastructure for some times now. There will be still improvements with new hardware and new storage solutions, and those are being tested. So at some point, I hope this year it will be even better. And there was some PRAO issues around Monday when PRAO was not reacting, but folks, I believe Mosher and some other folks have solved the issue. So thanks for that. And we can continue. Yeah, if you are interested in any other statistics or artifacts or whatnot, then just check out the links. If you are interested in the last team meetup or the project landscape or the scoreboard, SSF, open SSF scoreboard, do the same, please. And there is something new that I already put into the agenda template, but I will talk about that a bit later. So that's all about the reminders, and we can continue to the working group updates. And the first working group is the Ironic Scalability working group, and Dimitri has one topic there.
Yep. Basically, just a heads up, I posted it on the Slack channel as well. I'm working on a huge write-up that outlines what Ironic standalone operator is, what it should be, and where we start with it. It's a lot of text and it's not finished yet. I'm working on the upgrade section right now. But everything else is here. It more or less reflects our previous discussions and the compromises we agreed to make, or at least we proposed to make. So any input on stuff that has already been written is very welcome, of course. And yeah, that's basically my primary activity recently.
Thanks. That sounds great. I will read it at some point. Can't promise when. I think this will be a bit longer discussion, but the ironic operator is something that we really need, I believe. So that's great that this is moving forward. Are there any questions related to the ironic standalone operator, to Dimitri, or in general? If not, then the next topic for this working group is from me. Because Mohammed can't join the conversation, he's only listening in. I will bring this up. So the sushi tools and the fake IPA compatibility layer has been merged. Thanks for all the reviewers, and thanks for Mohamed for making it. And now the question, and Dimitri, you also wrote this on the pull request on the utility images repo, in the utility images repo on the PR, that basically there is now two questions. One is that should we merge this fake IP into the utility images repository? And there was another question which I almost forgot, but I will look this up. And that is, yeah, that there are duplicates or duplicate logic here from devenv. So basically there are things that the fake IP is duplicating, and maybe it would be better to take these things from the devenv or reuse the devenv instead of implementing. From my side, I have no strong opinion on this one. I was fine merging this into the utility images. I understand the reasoning against it, but for me, it still fits the utility image criteria. We haven't really made any like hard criteria what can be merged here or not. And Mohammed is basically out of office for a little bit now, so I don't know how well we will progress with this, because I see that this disagreement has not been resolved yet. So I won't really like push for any direction. I put a hold on this. Yeah, but I mean, you folks have to come up with some agreement related to this. Yeah, that's from my side. What do you think, Dimitri?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure why the resistance of creating a new repository for that. I understood that utility image stuff that is so small and minor that creating a new repo, that just doesn't make sense. This thing has hundreds of lines of Python, its own container image, and as it stands right now, its own development environment set up. That definitely much bigger that I would call an utility compared to, I don't know, keep alive D, which is basically one bash script and one Docker file, as far as I recall, or like virtual BMC, which is only Docker file. But I think, so to me, that's kind of a no-brainer, really. I'm not sure why you don't like this option. I think the more difficult option is what to do with the development setup for it. I'm a bit worried. We have like 5 bash scripts here. My experience, if it's not exercised regularly either in CCI or by developers, it's going to be trod pretty quickly. I'm using the example of start local ironic or how it's called, which everyone who tries it has to start with fixing it every time. I did that, Mahmoud did that, so a bit worried about this, probably even more than about the exact location of fake APA.
Okay. From my perspective, why I can understand both parties, both sides, is yeah, your reasoning makes sense. My reasoning for accepting it was that from the MetaCube's perspective, this is a utility. It will be used for testing, and we asked when we were discussing this with Mohammed, we were still unsure whether this will have the traffic that's all the, how to say, like the interest and traffic that would make it living and active repository. Because if a repo is not active and it looks like it's there are like 2 comments every half year, 2 commits every half year, then it's kind of hard to justify keeping up a CI for it. Not from financial perspective, but like that someone has to attend to it and do all the maintenance to make or to maintain this repo on the level as the others. So there was some that was one reason that it might have a better traffic and better visibility and less maintenance footprint if we put it into the utility images repo, because from Metal3 perspective, it's a utility. There was no, as far as I remember, no formal, how to say, like restriction on what can be a utility image or not. But I understand it from your perspective that it's a big code base. I agree with that. So it's a lot of code. So that's why I'm saying that I won't really make or break the progress here, because I'm honestly fine either way. So let's see what others think and what Mohammed's reply will be, because I think he had no time to recently reply to your last comment. So Mohammed, I know you are just listening in, but when you have time, please just write down your reasoning currently, because of course there was this discussion also that if the compatibility layer wouldn't be accepted in the sushi tools, then anyways the whole discussion is a mute point. But now it has been accepted, so situation has changed a little bit. So yeah, let's see what you folks can agree to. As I said, I'm fine either way at this point. Is there anyone else who has any idea or would like to propose something, or just any feedback related to this fake IPA discussion? Yeah, if nothing, then I think we can continue. People who are invested into this topic will sort it out sooner or later. Okay, next one is the release team, and I see you have a comment here, Ricardo.
Yeah, just saying that the new Ironic bug fix branch should merge soon, or should be already merged actually. And so next week, I plan to release a new Ironic image.
Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. And I guess the other, I have read it on the Ironic IRC that you will start also stopping soon the inspector releases, right?
Well, for bug fix, yes. Actually, we're not going to create a new bug fix branch for Ironic Inspector. But the normal releases will be there. So stable ones and others, they still will be there until we remove entirely the project, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, is there any question related to release team activities or something that we should mention? I don't know who is participating. Let me check.
I can add. I can also add in the document also. So Kepi RC is released was released yesterday, and we are uplifting it in IPM and also in KEPM3. PRs are already open. Once that is done, we will also do the RC release in KEPM3 and IPM. So that is, we will try to do it this week. So yeah, that is also an update I will also add in the meeting agenda.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Adil. And thanks for adding it to the agenda. Anyone? Anything else? Okay, if nothing, then from roadmap editors team, I haven't noticed any change. I was not working on the roadmap this week at all. What I said last time, I still have to move the last KubeCon Europe tickets into our general roadmap, but otherwise nothing new. And then we can go to the discussion topics and just a little summary. So related to the incubation. So about 2 weeks ago, we had this, or maybe a bit more, I'm not sure, this presentation where we presented the project for the tag runtime, because the Metal3 project is actually under the tag runtime in CNCF. And I just noticed today, just a few minutes before I started filling the meeting notes document, that just recently they have uploaded the recording, and I created a timestamp link so you can watch it without the 15 minutes of technical issues that were happening at the beginning. Yep, there is no other information, and you can also find the meeting notes. I will put those also there because there are quite a few notes that were made during that meeting. So I will put it here also. Yeah, so that's all. And I think, oh, is there any question related to the incubation process? Just in general, we haven't moved forward in the queue. We are still the second in the waiting for due diligence to start queue. So nothing happened since this meeting. Okay, if nothing, then the next one is from Ricardo, and it's related to the UEFI HTTP boot.
Yeah, it's just a call for reviews for the design proposal. That's all.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, as I wrote it in my comment, it looks fine. We need this, just this small thing.
Yeah, sorry. So I replied there, but I'm not sure if I mean it's better if if I reword that. Just let me know if add a comment there if it's okay, the explanation, or if you need more details, and I will rephrase that.
Yeah, thanks. I will reread this and try to understand it based on your current explanation. And if I have a question, yeah, I will certainly do so.
All right.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so these were all the things so far. So we don't have any discussion topics. Is there anyone else who would like to add a discussion topic or have any suggestion, problem, question, improvement, request, whatever? Okay, if there's nothing, then this was a quick meeting. Thank you all for your time and your attention. And next week we will have the meeting at the same time. And next week we will also do some triaging. And yeah, thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Right.